Freelancer. Good looking ship. This is the basic version. So probably the best thing for this one would be for like cargo runs, just carting your ground vehicles around like the X1, the Dragonfly, or the Nox to get them planet side. So right now I think you've got the option to size 1 through 3 guns, so you can gimbal the 1 through 2s and then fix your size 3s. But I think that's changing with the next update, or with 3.0. I think it's just going to be size 3s, so no more 2s or 1s on it. I don't know how that's going to affect gimbals for you mouse and keyboard players out there. But you got 4 of those. And as of right now, you've got the 1 cooler. Don't know if that's going to change at all. What else do you got? You got your power plants, 2 of them. Got enough for, I believe it's 4 size 3 missiles. You get 2 on each side. 4 size 2s, again 2 on each side. And you've got your turret up top, which I believe are also size 3s. So again, this is the basic one. You know, it's not a huge cargo bay back here. It's a pretty good size. You could definitely, I would assume you could fit 2 in here. A Nox, Dragonfly, or, you know, 2 of each. Just lock them down right here. On the other side of these orange lines, that's where the cargo actually sits, I believe. Or maybe it's in the center. And you walk around the side. Yeah, okay, so cargo. So this is where all your cargo is going to sit when you're, you know, hauling cargo from one place to another to try and make yourself some money. So you've still got your sides to walk through. So you can have entrance to the turret. I'm guessing no cargo will sit there. Then up here, if I recall, this is your scan-proof cargo bay. So if you're smuggling illegal goods, like drugs or, you know, things along that nature, if it's in this compartment of the ship, at least the way they pitched it, it's supposed to be either really hard to detect from a scan, or it's not going to be scannable at all. Now this is still here, this docking ring. I'm wondering if they're going to take that out, since they've kind of done away with the docking collar. But we'll see. Anyways, then you get up into the main ship. You've got your bathroom and your shower. I'm not sure which one is which because they don't actually open right now. Got your other door here, your little terminal is what currently opens it. That way you can get out without having to go through the cargo bay. You've got your 4 beds for your crew, which also double as your escape pods. How that's going to actually work, I'm not sure, because if you look outside the ship, currently doesn't seem to be any visuals on where they would break away or how they would actually launch out. None on that side. Nothing on that side. So, not sure yet how they're going to make that work, but it's definitely a planned feature, having escape pods. So you've got the 4 of those. Then you get up here to the cockpit. You've got your 2 support seats, which apparently I can't enter in the hangar. But I don't think they have a lot of control. I think they can maybe monitor your shields or control the shield power. Don't exactly recall. And you've got the co-pilot seat and the pilot seat. I think these 2 center consoles here is, I believe by default it shows the enemy list or the ships in the systems, but it's also the screen where the air traffic controllers will pop up to, you know, give you clearance to land. get your other HUDs that actually pop up. They're like 3D screens, so you can have your your ship's health information or your shields, and then your target on one. The map I believe is center console, and then you have your weapons over there. And with the co-pilot, you can set them up however you want. You can cycle through the options to have what's important for you, what you need to be focusing on. That is the base Freelancer. I've also got the Freelancer DUR, which is more suited for exploration. It's supposed to have a little bit smaller cargo hold. I think it's increased fuel tanks and like a better sensor system. You got the MISS variant, which is your combat Freelancer. A lot of missiles basically. And then that's not it. I need to find a size 4. Is there a size 4? Size 3. No, I gotta take this guy out. Then there's the Max, which is the... Basically that's the one you want to use if your focus is going to be on cargo hauling. Which that happens to be one of my areas that I'm going to focus on. So we'll go ahead and drop down the outdated version, but we'll take a look at it just to kind of get an idea. So here's the Max. I think it's the same as far as armaments go. You're going to have your 2 size 3 guns on each side, which again, this is outdated, so those guns don't even exist in game anymore as far as looking like that. You should have the same missile armaments, 2 size 3s, 2 size 2s, unless they cut you down to 6 missiles, which I'm not sure. This is the old entrance. We'll go over that in a minute. So again, being an old model, not everything really works on this, but oh wow, can I not even open? There we go. So you can see how much bigger the cargo bay is here on the Max versus the default Freelancer. I think looks like it might be a little bit shorter on this version, but it's definitely wider. You could definitely, with this here, you could probably fit 4 of the space bikes in here. 2 Nox, 2 Dragonfly, whatever combination you want to do it. Maybe even 6. You might be able to do 3 side by side, depending on how the mag plates work to lock them down. So definitely be a good ship for transport and ground vehicles. Now what I'm curious about is, will the Ursa rover fit in here? I think, just based on how it is now, that it should fit. The only question is going to be getting up this ramp. Is once it gets up here, if it's going to have the clearance to get in. So it's still unknown. We should know in about, was it 3.1 when the Max comes out? Maybe 3.2? We'll find out for sure then. Cyclone, again, that's a maybe too. It's definitely smaller than the Ursa, so it probably has a better chance of fitting in here. But again, all up in the air. We're not going to know for sure until the game or the next couple patches come out. So that's the back. Then up front, I'm fully expecting it to look like the current Freelancer. You'll still have your, which this is obviously much bigger now in the new Freelancer. This is the shielded cargo room for all your illicit cargo. Now I don't know if they're going to keep both of these little, basically workstations. It looks like they're no. So they just took them out altogether with the new Freelancer. So we're probably not going to see these in the Max. Or the reworked Max, but then you'll still have your, this one's a sink, and then what's this, the toilet here, toilet / shower. So you'll have some variant of toilet shower in the Max as well, just like in the current model. You still have your 4 bunks, although this one you can see the top bunks are just kind of open. whereas these guys have the fancy curtains. And then you've got your seats. Again, none of these consoles work because this is a pretty outdated model, but well, that's like some line of defense graphics right there. But you got two of those, and then you've got, again, you got your pilot and your co-pilot. I really love the view in this ship. I know a lot of people hate it, but for what it is, it's not a dogfighter. You don't need full 360 degree of vision. I definitely think it's got that immersion to it, you know. When you're out there hauling freight in the verse, it's gonna really feel like, you know, it would if you were actually doing it. That's that. So we will come out of the Lancer. And that is that. So, thanks for watching, and that's the Freelancer.